on average, realtors across the nation have closed less than one deal. I mean, they break it out to a percentage, so it's like just under one deal per agent, which is pretty incredible to think about. For the first 6 months of 2025, the average real estate broker or realtor has closed less than one transaction. Pretty incredible. There's been a big slowdown in the real estate market, but it seems like more realtors are joining the industry, which I keep saying realtors are going to fall off because it's unsustainable. But what are Aspen and Paul, what are you seeing in leadership at the local level?
We're up.
We're up.
Yeah.
How many?
Like 2. We were down net 1 when we coming into this year, and we had budgeted for like a 30% fall off.
Yeah.
And then I think now from the last board of directors meeting, I'm pretty sure we're up 2.
Okay.
I might have to double check, but we're right in that.
So it's like a 1%. I mean, it's within the...
Well, from 2022, when everybody started saying we're going to start seeing some drop off, 23 was it 23 or 24 when the settlement came out?
24.
23, and then when it was announced. But everybody's been talking about this huge drop off. I think if the number serves me right, I think we're up 30 from that 2021 timeframe, 2022.
Yeah, interesting.
At the local level. In DC, I was hearing, because we were supposed to lose almost 500,000 people, 50% of realtors across the nation.
Wow, that's doom and gloom right there.
And we haven't.
Wow.
One thing though is like I wouldn't expect to see a big drop off right now because it's mid-year. You pay your dues at the beginning. Monthly fees aren't exceptionally high. If you cut out everything else and all your marketing and you're just paying to keep your license, right now is really not the time we would see a big drop off anyways. It would be that renewal period at the end of the year. So the fact that we're basically the same as we were at the beginning of the year or up a little bit makes sense. We really won't be able to
up a skosh. So that's actually probably a sign. We're not up 15 or 20 or 30 realtors here locally anyways. That's probably a sign that we're basically at even, that there's probably going to be some falling off at the end of the year when it comes to renewal time, because renewals are expensive.
But I think the ones that we've lost is retirees. And we've been talking, there's a aging population in San Juan County that I think are going to continue to retire, but we have.
You did.
He looked at you.
He did.
I thought she was going to do this to me. One of these,
you can lean over and you'll be out of camera.
I am not the aging population, Ben.
You're younger than me.
But we've been getting a lot of new realtors. I don't know if anybody's been to a luncheon lately.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new people.
A lot of new faces. Yeah. A lot of up and comers. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, an interesting stat that I heard was, what would you guess? After the settlement, for our audience to know, last year, it's been almost a year, August of 2024, was when the new rules kicked in, where we're trying to decouple commissions, where buyers have their buyer broker and sellers have their listing broker, and compensation is negotiated on either side. What are your thoughts? Have commissions trended down, or have they trended up?
Mine have trended up.
Aspen says up. Shannon? Across the nation.
Across the nation, I think they may have dropped a little bit.
Oh, across the nation? Down. Yeah, probably.
Down?
Yeah, across the nation.
Yeah, I think they probably have gone down a smidge.
Here, I think they're probably steady or down a little bit.
Okay. Paul, your guess?
Up.
Ding, ding, ding. Commissions have actually gone up across the nation.
This is why class action doesn't really serve the public like they think it's going to.
Yeah, it's interesting because that was the whole push, was to, they felt like the realtors had a monopoly on the, on the commissions and the business. And the reality was it was a fair marketplace, and those could always be negotiated. And what happened was they pushed for this, they broke it up, expecting a result to happen, and it went the opposite way. Commissions have gone higher because now you have buyer brokers fighting for their commission where they didn't as much before.
I was going to say we didn't really negotiate. It was posted what it was. And unless it was something that you just couldn't work for that, then, then your buyer could come in and pay for it, or you could ask for a little bit more. Yeah. But you kind of just were like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever it was, you just work for it.
And now it's, no, this is what my cost is. Your guys has all gone up? Mine definitely has.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's a fascinating thing that's happened in the marketplace. So, sometimes you have to beware of what you ask for or what you want, because it may come true. And I think there's a lot of it'll be interesting to see over the next few years how that parlays. And if that continues to trend out that way. But you have realtors on both sides now fighting for what they feel is fair compensation on their end. Nothing wrong with that. We take a lot of risk in this business. We do a lot of work, and we're therapists. We're, advisors on many levels. We're the midnight texters, podcasters, everything in between. And then you're never guaranteed a paycheck. And you have to wake up every day. Basically, how'd you say it one time, Paul? Wake up every day. Unemployed. And so you put that into the mix, and you have realtors really fighting for their compensation. So let's talk about thoughts on new construction moving forward. Do you think builders are becoming a little gun shy? The market's slowed down a little bit across the nation. What are your thoughts there?
We actually were kind of just talking about this morning. I was telling you how long it's been that I saw a new construction the other day, just a residential. I know that they're out there. I'm not completely blind, but how surprised I was when I realized that we don't see that all the time anymore. We really don't see just neighborhoods being built and 3 new houses on a block where we used to see that. We don't see that anymore. But I can tell you, if I were a builder and prices are where they're at and interest rates are where they're at and things might sit on the market a little bit, would I go out and invest and put that kind of money into something and hold it unknown? Probably not.
Yeah.
So I think builders are being a little bit more cautious. They're going to build when they have a buyer in hand, accepted plans, a purchase agreement, a construction loan. Then it makes sense to move forward. So you don't see them just throwing houses up everywhere for people to look at.
Especially in this area.
Yeah.
Because
Why would you do
same building price, you could go build in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And you can get 3-4 times the price per square foot.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Because there's a decent bit of build, not a ton, but a decent bit of building going on. And there's like subdivisions that have been added onto. And why would you build down here?
Yeah, if you can sell that widget north of the state line and make $20 on it, why would you sell it south of the line and make 10 on it? So It's a very valid point.
Yeah, I think here there's not a lot of construction. And we've seen in the subdivision we're trying to do, there's not a lot of construction, not a lot of builders want to upfront the money. But nationally, I think there's still quite a bit of building. Northern Colorado in the Denver area, or just north of Colorado Springs, there's a subdivision going up weekly, it seems like. There's still construction, just not here.
Well, in our neighborhood, like where we live, in my neighborhood alone, there's 3 new houses being built. And that'll pretty much, there'll maybe be 3-4 lots left. So there's building happening. I've noticed a lot where we live right now, but not in the affordable housing sector.
Yeah. Yeah, they call them spec homes, speculatory. You're really kind of putting your neck out there, to your point, Shannon. If you're a builder, high interest rates, lower demand to some degree, uncertainty in the market. Do you want to build a speculatory home? That's the big question. So, but across the nation, we're seeing lower startups on new construction, but new construction sales that are being finished are being gobbled up. So that's happening, but builders are becoming more gun shy across the nation and saying, I don't know if I really want to, pound out 600 homes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And,
especially with tariffs on lumber from Canada right now, that could be, they could plan to do all of this and the price could be much, much higher whenever they're actually ready to do it.
Yeah.
So that would make it hard to budget.
Yeah. The uncertainties, and things move quickly in the market, even on the national level nowadays. Back 20, 30, 40 years ago, it just seemed like it was like a barge when things would move, and, it would just take forever to see those hit the market. Now, when things happen, tariffs or, conflicts or policies, it just seems to hit your door pretty quick. So interesting conversation. We're going to wind it up. Thank you for that. That was a great conversation. I do have, next quarter, we're going to be doing something fun. And then the final quarter of the year, we're going to go back to betting. Paul, see if we can earn a lunch back.
Betting. Okay.
Betting. So we'll see. But thank you for this interesting conversation. If you like our content, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, you can go to sjcbroker.com and schedule a private consultation with any one of the partners here at the Lyons Group. We'd love to sit down with you and discuss how to get you an advantage in today's market.